So
are you ready?
Yep, go ahead.
So this is your automatic transmission here, and when you turn it all the way to this way, to the left, then you're in the lowest gear. And then as you start pedaling and you get going a little faster, you just turn that and it automatically goes into a higher gear until you get to the very end, then you're in the top gear, but then you're going about 20 miles an hour. So
and can you do it without pedaling, or is it only with pedaling?
Yeah, with pedaling.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this over here is your throttle right here. And this is just like a normal throttle on a car. You just push it down and that.
So the gear and throttle determines how fast you
go. Right. And the unit weighs 160 pounds, and they recommend pedaling when you first start out because it takes too much energy, too much battery energy to get everything going. So they recommend pedaling at first, and then you can energize the motor if you get tired of pedaling. And it has a top speed of 20 miles an hour with the motor, and you could go a little faster if you pedal with the motor. And then the solar panel up here on the roof, that'll charge the battery as it's sitting in the sun. And if you had a total dead battery, it will charge it within about 6.5 hours in the sun. And then if you don't have any sun, it comes with a 110 charger. You just slide the battery out. It's a little battery right up front there, weighs 14 pounds. You just slide that battery out, plug it into your 110 charger at home, and it takes about the same amount of time to charge it. Complete dead battery.
It's like a little suitcase, or?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And like I say, they keep you pretty dry in the rain unless you've got a side wind. But I've ridden mine in the rain, and raining a lot, and you stay pretty dry.
Okay.
So, and then they come with turn signals, brake lights, LED headlights.
Oh, wow.
And they have a little trunk space here, this is a two-seater. This has a little Velcro here that goes up and just sticks on there. It keeps that up there. And then that's your little trunk space right there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you could put groceries or whatever back there. Yeah.
Now this is a two-seater, and this is a single-seater over here. So the single-seater has more trunk space.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You lose trunk space for having somebody be able to sit on it.
Right.
Is there any weight limit on the person that's sitting with you, or?
No.
Okay. You just won't go as fast.
Just won't go as fast. You have to pedal a little harder. The guy in the back, he doesn't do anything but sit there.
So in terms of normal maintenance, what sort of stuff do you have to do?
Well, really there's no maintenance other than lubing the chain and keeping tire pressure checked. And everything's bicycle, because cars that are the ones that I've sold to customers, if something goes wrong, I just go over to the bike shop and get whatever I need. You know, the brake pads, the tires, the tubes, wheels, brake discs.
So that's a disc brake then?
Yeah, front disc brakes and rear disc brake.
And motor, is that pretty bulletproof?
Yeah, it's a 750 watt motor, which is equal to 1 horsepower.
Okay. So that's why you need the assist.
Right.
It'll keep you going, but won't
Yeah.
necessarily get you up to speed then.
And it will go up a pretty steep hill, because I've taken mine up Mount Tabor here, and it'll go about 10 miles an hour uphill.
By itself?
By itself, yeah.
Once you've got it
Yeah.
up to speed? Or,
Right.
Right, okay.
Or you can just start right from a dead stop, pedal a little bit, and then hit the motor, and you can go right up the hill.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's no problem.
So depending on how strong his legs are that day,
Right.
go faster or slower depending on how much pedaling you do.
Yeah. And then, let's see, Organic Transit now, they've just moved, and so they're just setting up now. So it takes a while to get one, because right now they're on about a 90-day waiting list. And but they sell as many as they can build. I mean, they're pretty popular, and they're built in Durham, North Carolina.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's East Coast.
Yeah.
They ship them out to you.
Right. Yeah. And unfortunately, the prices keep going up on them. You know.
Of course.
and these are actually old price. This is a really old price one. This is an old price one, and so The newer ones, I think, have gone up about $1,000 now.
Uh-huh.
Now the difference in this one here is a fully loaded one. I just ordered this one with everything on it. Got the discs, got the doors, and those are just for looks, really.
They don't do anything.
They don't really do anything. And this one has an onboard computer.
What does that do for you?
That just tells you your speed and how many miles you ride, and then also it tells you your battery life.
Okay.
And all of them come with a horn, and like I say, they all come with the turn signals and brake lights. The doors are kind of a pain. I wouldn't really get one with doors.
What are they for?
Well, they're just, some people like the little more privacy, I guess you might say, or whatever. But you have to reach back here and you have to bend this up, lift it up to open the door.
Okay.
And they're
probably be easier without them then.
Yeah, it's just mainly for looks, I think.
Uh-huh.
But
so the tires are bicycle tires.
Yep. All bicycle tires, bicycle chains, bicycle pedals, everything is bicycle, other than the framework. And
do you use it a lot without the motor assist? Yourself?
Oh yeah.
Just pedaling and.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If I get tired of pedaling, 10 or 15 minutes into it, then I'll energize the motor and take a rest for 4 or 5 minutes, and then start pedaling again.
Uh-huh. So is this something you really don't need? It's nice to have?
Yeah, it's nice to have, but if you have a cell phone, you can do just about everything on your cell phone. That'll do.
Yeah, and you could probably hook up your own little USB thing too.
Yeah,
couldn't you?
right.
Yeah.
And like I say, the single seater has a much bigger trunk, which is kind of
little Velcros.
Yeah, you kind of got to watch that because it will slap you in the face. See, that has a bigger trunk.
Oh yeah. It's 2 big containers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, this here, you'll learn real fast about this. It'll slap you in the face if you don't have a hold of it when you.
Beware.
Yeah. So you want to have a hold of that when you.
Yeah.
And other than that, like I say,
so if you had any major maintenance, you could just take it to the bicycle shop.
Yeah, we do it all here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what area you live in, but.
Yeah, I live in Olympia, Washington.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You're the closest.
Yeah. Okay. Then a bicycle shop, they could replace a chain or wheels, tires, brake pads, anything like that they could do.
Uh-huh.
And the automatic transmission, that's a Nuvi automatic transmission, and there's a lot of bicycles now with those transmissions.
Oh, really?
So I'm sure bicycle shops are very familiar with those.
So they tried to make it all bicycle compatible stuff.
Right.
How about the motor? Is that just a specially made thing?
Yeah, 750 watt motor. That's a special motor that they built for this rig.
Uh-huh.
And
it's pretty self-contained.
Yeah, it's all self-contained. I've never had a problem with those in the 2 years that we've been selling them.
So how about battery life? How long do you expect the battery pack lasts?
Batteries, they say they have a 1-year warranty on the battery, but they say they have about a 5-year life span. So, but they're so far, like I say, they've been very, very good.
So this other person that you've worked with that has Parkinson's, what has he found helpful about him?
It just makes him more relaxed when he's pedaling, and actually he doesn't shake as bad. And so that's what he found with riding his. He's 88 years old now, and he's still riding his all over the place.
Oh, great!
Yeah. But yeah, he does real well.
Yeah. Plus, the assist makes it so it's not absolutely necessary that you're pedaling at all times.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you have leg issues, you can stop pedaling or whatever.
Yeah, and then like I say, they're a little cumbersome getting in and out until you kind of get used to how to get in and out of them. But you have to adjust the seat.
Oh yeah. How does that work here?
This has a lever here, and you just slide the seat up, the back.
You pretty much have to do it when you're not in it, though.
You have to be, yeah, you have to get your weight out because you can't slide it sitting on it.
Okay. But that looks pretty easy to adjust.
Yeah.
So it's got a little lever there that holds it in place once
Right.
you get it.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the ignition switch is over there, right on the right side, and that turns on the engine, or it turns on the battery.
Oh,
and,
it's got the key there, right over there. Okay.
lights and everything.
All right.
And like I say, this is a earlier model, so the ignition switch is back there on the back panel. They moved it up here on
Makes more sense up front, I think.
yeah, on the next generation.
Yeah, yeah. So when was this one made?
This is late 2015. This is the 2016, and it's 2017's. They're still in production.
Got a little bell here too.
Yeah, that's for the bike path, and they're only legal on the bike path and the bike lane. I mean, you can ride them on the side streets in your neighborhood. That's
Sure.
no problem, but you can't like get out here on 82nd or whatever.
Like if you were going down here, you couldn't be on the side of the road. They would.
No, because there's no bike path out here.
Okay.
You have to have a bike path.
So what's this job right there? What does that
Okay,
do?
what that does is it shows a hill here,
Uh-huh.
and that's in your lowest gear. And then as you turn that, as that hill disappears, you're in top gear.
Oh, okay. So that's just sort of gives you a hint on how
Yeah.
low gear you're in.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, when you're in the biggest loop there, you're in the lowest gear.
Okay. And it's got a little bicycle guy on there? Or
Yeah.
what? All right. Oh, that's kind of neat. So it's instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you just, since it's a sliding scale,
Yeah,
sort of just.
yeah. It's what they call a CVT transmission, constant velocity.
Uh-huh.
And,
So the motor just works at a constant velocity.
yeah.
Oh. Oh, and this one has a case up front too. That's the battery pack
Yeah,
right
it's
up
the
there.
Battery pack there.
And that's easy to get in and out.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Is there a plug that you could just leave it in place and plug it in, or you have to take it out?
You have to take it out to charge it
Okay.
at home. During the sun,
Yeah,
it stays
yeah,
in
yeah,
place.
yeah.
It's just charging.
Do you leave yours in a lot and just use the sun to?
Yeah, I usually just leave it outside.
And the sun takes care of it.
Yeah, and I never have to really charge it.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't have a lot of sun, but this year we had a lot of sun. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah. All
problem.
summer was great.
Yeah.
How about security when you're around town?
Usually I just chain it up around the frame here with a long cable and chain it to a bike rack.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a bicycle.
Oh yeah, it's considered a bicycle, so there's no insurance, no driver's license required, because it is a bicycle. And the, like I say, the battery, if I can kind of get in here, I can show you.
See if I can see this.
What you have to do is you have to unbuckle this little buckle here.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get like that, that flips down, this slides out, and then you have to unplug it, which sometimes these things, it's a bit already unplugged, so.
Yeah.
So that's the battery right there.
And then you just plug it into there for your charging?
Yep, and this cable is, where's the cable at? Wherever it is, somebody stuck it up there somewhere.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, but it's right up there. You just plug it in right there.
Back
Yeah,
plug right there.
right there.
So you just plug it in and slide it in. Then.
Yep.
That doesn't look too hard to get in and out.
No, and they weigh, you can lift it there, see how heavy they are, but they weigh about 14 pounds.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So there's different size batteries you can get, or?
Well, we order them all with the biggest battery, and it's a 16 amp hour now. These are 15 amp hour batteries.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
And if you have to replace a battery pack, what does that run?
Well, they're expensive. They're $1,000 for battery.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So it should last a while.
Yeah. Right. And then this is your emergency brake right here. You always want to have that